Did you know not everything recyclable can go into your home recycling bin? That's right, there's rules of recycling and only certain items and materials are accepted. Our recycling goes to a materials recovery facility. That's a long name, so we call it the MRF for short. MRF, the MRF. The MRF uses cool technology and people to sort out our recycling. There are rules on what can and can't go into the recycling bin based on how the MRF can sort it out. If the MRF can't sort it out, we can't put it in the recycling bin. It's as simple as that. Sorting your recycling starts in the home. Make sure you have separate bins for your general waste and recycling. Keep them close together so it's easy for everyone to put the right thing in the right bin. Empty your recycling into the council wheelie bin for collection. Whoa, hang on a minute. Don't trap your recycling inside a plastic bag. Keep it loose so the MRF can sort it out. Hang on, that can't go in, neither can that. Come on, let's get it sorted. So there's 5 materials we can put in our council recycling bin. We've got paper and cardboard, plastic, steel, aluminium, and glass. So if it's not made out of one of those 5 materials, then sorry, it can't go in. But not everything made out of those materials can go in. There's rules based on how the MRF can sort it out. And the MRF can't sort out push bikes. So we've got the 5 material types that can go into the recycling bin. Let's start with paper and cardboard. Pretty much all paper and cardboard can go in the recycling as long as it's cleaner food and drink. So all of your takeaway packaging like this, that's fine to go in. Cardboard boxes like cereal boxes are great to go in your recycling. Remember to look for other cardboard from other rooms around the house as well. Milk and juice cartons can go in. Just make sure they're empty, and with the milk cartons, take the lid off and then it can go into the recycling. Paper can go in, like office paper and magazines. The rule with paper is to do the tear test. If it tears easily, that means it's made of mostly paper. But if you're struggling to tear it, like this chip packet, it's pretty hard to tear. That means it's got a plastic lining and it can't go into the recycling. Laminated paper can't go in the recycling. Try and avoid laminating wherever possible so that we can recycle the paper after we use it. Coffee cups can't go in either. Try and avoid using these takeaway coffee cups wherever you can. Take your own keep cup. Some cafes even offer a discount when you take your own cup as well. Shredded paper can't go in either. Shredded paper blows everywhere in the MRF. It's like a party in there. So shredded paper can't go in, even if it's trapped in a bag. Keep all shredded paper out. Shredded paper is great for your compost bin or your worm farm system though, so you can put that in there. So the rule with plastic is hard plastic bottles and containers only, nothing else made of plastic. So with plastic bottles, obviously soft drink bottles can go in, but other bottles like your milk bottles, sauce bottles, and your soap and shampoo bottles, they can go in too. With the pump bottles, take the pump lid out and then the bottle can go in just like that. Milk bottles can go in, just make sure you give them a quick rinse and make sure they're empty. Lid on or off, doesn't really matter, and then they can go in. Sauce bottles, these are a great one if you have a bulk sauce bottle to reuse and refill, but if not, they're fine to go in the recycling, just make sure they're empty. Plastic containers. The rule with plastic containers is make sure they're a hard plastic container and that they're going to hold their shape. Strawberry punnets, meat trays, biscuit trays, they can all go in as long as they're empty. Sushi containers can also go in as long as they're empty, but those little soy sauce fish, they can't go in. Try and avoid these wherever possible. They get out into the environment and become litter really easily. The smallest size container that we can put in is the size of a small yogurt pot. Anything smaller than this is too small for the MRF to sort out. Polystyrene trays can't go in. No polystyrene can go into the recycling. Try and avoid that material as well wherever possible. It breaks up into tiny, tiny pieces and gets out into the environment. Pens, spoons, cutlery, toothbrushes, they can't go in. They're not a bottle or a container, so keep them out. Search online for places you can take materials that can't go into your recycling bin, such as stationery to office works or toothbrushes and toothpaste tubes to your local dentist. Soft plastics like plastic bags, chip packets and bubble wrap can't go in the recycling bin. The MRF can't sort these out, so we can't put them in. Try and avoid soft plastics wherever possible. Or you can take them to Recycle at your local Coles or Woolies. They have bins there where they can recycle soft plastics. With steel, the rule is cans and aerosols only, nothing else made of steel. With your cans, if you're a really good recycler, peel the lid off and trap it inside so that it gets picked up properly in the MRF. With your aerosols, take the plastic cap off, that can't go in, that goes in general waste, and make sure they're empty so that they don't cause any hazards at the MRF. Larger steel cans like Milo tins can go in, just make sure they're empty. No other steel can go in, so no pots or pans. No cutlery either, just stick to your cans and aerosols. With aluminium, cans and aerosols again, make sure the cans are empty and then you can pop them in the recycling. With the aluminium aerosols, if you can't get the cap off, that's fine, it can go in as long as it's empty. Alfoil can also go into the recycling bin, but we just have to scrunch it into a ball, like this one. When it's in a ball, it bounces around and acts like a can through our MRF. Be careful of some chip packets that might look like foil, but they're actually plastic. How you tell? Do the scrunch test. If it pops back open, that means it's plastic, it's a soft plastic and can't go in the recycling bin. Remember to take your soft plastics to RedCycle or avoid wherever possible. With glass, the rule is glass jars and glass bottles only. Make sure you take the lids off and make sure they're empty, and then you can pop them into the recycling bin. Remember to reuse wherever possible. Glass jars make a great option to reuse for storage of food and other perishable items. Other glass, such as drinking glasses and wine glasses, can't go in. They're a different type of glass and they have a different melting point. So when glass gets recycled, other glass causes defects when we try and form our bottles and jars. So keep all other glass out. Ceramics like your drinking mugs and plates and bowls can't go in the recycling bin either, so keep that out. Light bulbs, any light bulbs can't go into your recycling bin. Check Council's waste management facilities, they recycle some of your fluorescent globes and tubes. Always remember to keep our workers safe. Don't put any hazardous waste into your recycling or general waste bins. Things such as spray paint, gas bottles, oil, keep it out of your council wheelie bins. While recycling is great, always remember to rethink waste to reduce the amount you send to landfill. Always remember you can take reusable items that are in a good condition to your local op shop or council's treasure markets to be given another life. Avoid making waste wherever possible, reduce waste where you can, and reuse wherever possible. Well, we've got our recycling sorted out. Have you?